And we are back. This is in our morning show. We've been looking at the impact of COVID-19 on business, on community, on so many different things. But right now, we continue the conversation with regard to the impact of COVID-19 on business. And I believe,
one
thing
is actually for certain, the pandemic has changed the way in which we conduct business.
Yeah.
And therefore, more interest has been placed on virtual interaction. So let's discuss this and other eCaribbean online situations.
Yes.
And here to discuss it with me is Rennie Warner, the CEO and Managing Director of eCaribbeanOnline.com. So good morning, Mr. Warner. How are you doing?
Morning. I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm all right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I want to talk a little bit, before we dive into eCaribbean Online, tell me about how COVID-19 has impacted business in general, and how has the operations had to adapt in your business to suit the pandemic?
I think with regards to the businesses that are using our platforms and those that are coming on now, I think COVID-19, what it created was a sort of a panic, one, and two, it showed businesses a flaw that existed in their operations, that they weren't online as they should have been. So from an e-commerce standpoint, from eCaribbean Online's point of view, it increased our business tremendously, because then those companies that didn't have websites are now using our platform because they have full autonomy to use our platform as if it's their business but online.
Okay, so then tell me more about your business, about eCaribbean Online. What is it exactly?
eCaribbean Online, we felt that the Caribbean was buying from the world, but there was no avenue for the world to actually buy from the Caribbean. There was no space or no website that allowed for inter- and intra-island purchases to be made. So what we designed is a platform that would allow each Caribbean island to have an identity on one platform, and allow Caribbean islands to buy domestically, buy from each other, but also allow artisans to sell their products to anywhere in the world and have it delivered to their doorstep.
Interesting. So how do people get to be a part of eCaribbean Online? Because you're saying that it's artisans and you're saying that it's Caribbean. How do you access all the different artisans across the Caribbean?
Our platform is designed where a business owner has full autonomy, just of what would happen on Facebook. So they would actually come on, put up their items, and it's their store online. So it really takes a phone call or an email to get them interested. And once they're registered, they can use the platform, and they put in their address, and the website would turn towards their business. And our couriers will then be activated based on the website, what information they put in, and the item would be collected and delivered anywhere in the world, or domestically.
Okay, so tell me, how do you guys take responsibility for whatever the artisans put up? Because I know, like, it sounds very much like an Amazon type model, right?
Yeah, we used Amazon, eBay, Craigslist, and Alibaba to build a platform, because we knew that the Caribbean uses all four of those,
right,
and not Etsy. So there are different elements of each one of those major platforms within our website, and we see everything that they do. In fact, if they're putting up a description, they can send it to us. So we support businesses and how they're seen from a marketing standpoint and sales as well. So they have full control and autonomy.
Okay, I think that's very commendable. People have been clamoring for access to local content and local stuff online a lot more, especially in this time of the pandemic. So tell me, what are the benefits to both the buyers and the sellers on eCaribbeanOnline.com?
Well, what we designed, when we were building the platform, we wanted to ensure that everybody wins. So we're talking about the economy of each island. You're looking at the buyer and you're looking at the seller. So we do not charge a business to be on our platform to have items there, and they have unlimited posts or items that they can post on our platform. What we do is charge a small commission based on the item type to the seller. So by coming on our platform, what happens, a business would post the item, come on our platform, and only when the item is sold, then, so that's the benefit to the business. And of course, they'll benefit from economies of scale. we help develop them because you can come in at one level on our website, and you can end at another. So you can come in as a sole trader and end as far as an enterprise.
Right.
So the website sees where to position you based on the information you're putting in. So once the sale grows, we expect that economies of scale will happen, and we caution all businesses that we want that to be transferred onto the buyer. So if you're making 15% and you're selling 5 items, when you're selling 500, we would like to drop your percentage profit to 10 to 12%. And then we have the tax point of view, where we're looking at governments having reduced U.S. expenditure, where we're buying products from out of the Caribbean.
Right.
So we are trying to keep the money within the Caribbean and give buyers a first option to see what we actually have in the Caribbean before going outside the Caribbean to shop.
And that's very commendable. Tell me, you spoke earlier, you said that you know, your platform definitely was the space to come to when everything went online. People requested more websites and stuff. So you're saying that there was a definite increase in the amount of sellers coming to the platform as well as buyers? A
definite increase, yes. We saw something like about 300–400% increase in activity.
Wow.
For people wanting to use the platform. There's a fear, though, with a lot of businesses where they're concerned because it's new to them. But when they get to understand what we actually offer, and we actually created a platform where there's no reason to be concerned at all.
Right.
You know, we removed every possible concern that you will have from a payment standpoint, especially. So we get paid only when they get paid.
Okay. So tell me about the payment plan from a perspective of a seller. If I come to your site and I say I want to put up my Kari over here, he makes stuff on DIY all the time, right? And he wants to put it up to sell. And I put in my account information so that the money that the person who's buying from me, they automatically would have to put the money into my bank account and then I pay you? Or how does that part of it work?
No, all funds must come to us because we're looking at free trade. We're looking at that buyers would have some kind of redress should the product be defective or not get exactly what they want. So 7 days after a purchase is made, the seller can send us an invoice from anywhere in the Caribbean, and then we will put that money into their account based on what they give us on the invoice. Once it's confirmed, our accounts department will do a ACH or a transfer, a wire transfer to their account in 7 days after every purchase is made. So
Okay.
They must wait for 7 days.
All right, can you give me an example of some of the islands that have like the majority of stores or things selling online?
Well, we started in Trinidad and Tobago first, so we have the largest number of stores is in Trinidad and Tobago, from Trinidad and Tobago. But right now, our core focus at the start was the big four, which would be Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, and Barbados. So we do have all of those islands on the platform presently. And now we're going to turn our focus now to the remaining, I think, the 11 islands that we have remaining English speaking. And once that is done between now and the next 18 months, then we're going to bring in the rest of the Caribbean. But right now our focus is CARICOM, to ensure CARICOM is online and trading as it should have been.
Tell me the ultimate goal, Rennie. What's the ultimate goal of eCaribbean.com?
The ultimate goal is to ensure that businesses and the Caribbean CARICOM can, one, trade inter and intra-island. Because I tell you what, a lot of people are not aware, but a number of the products that actually is being sold within the Caribbean and Trinidad and Tobago especially are much cheaper than what is happening in the international market. If you look at the electronics alone, we can get it faster. The other thing is, I would like nothing more to see. My success would be when I am able to see artisans throughout the Caribbean selling on a international platform or an international stage, and I would sit at home and see someone walking a red carpet and they are actually wearing something made out of the Caribbean, handmade, and it was sent to them, and it's unique. You know, that will be for me when we know we have succeeded in what we're doing, because we do have a lot of amazing things coming out of the Caribbean.
All right. Well, Rennie, I want to thank you very much for joining us. I want to thank you for this platform as well, because I think that connecting the Caribbean is something that's definitely needed at this time. and you've provided it. So thank you so much, and continue to do the great work that you're doing.
Thank you very much.
No problem. That was Rennie Warner, the CEO and Managing Director of eCaribbeanOnline.com.
Yes.
And you know what?
Great idea.
Yeah, I love it. I can't. There's no
so
fault.
I just went on while you were chatting, and I saw Twigs, for example.
I love Twigs.
Yes, me too. Yeah, I'm a Twigs fan. And you know, so
you don't know what Twigs is, do you?
No, I know it.
Yeah, they've been on the show a number of times. But you know, yes, I was just looking at the platform and the multiplicity of products that are on there already, and you're thinking to yourself, some of these things, well, I know we have a number of persons who make like handbags and so on. And people have been exporting masks, for example, made right here in Trinidad and Tobago.
And you know, especially in this time when everybody's talking about supporting local businesses and supporting certain types of businesses, you know, you can find your local businesses and support them on this online platform, because everybody loves to do online shopping.
I love the example you use, and I think maybe I should have some woodworking pieces on there.
I mean, I don't see why it would be a stick.
But I don't think they're the only online marketplace, though. So I've seen a number of other online marketplaces popping up, especially during the pandemic, and we could probably curate the list and provide the viewers with any of them, you know, not any particular one.
Because the more the merrier, as far as I see it.
Yeah, definitely, because a lot of people shop on, I think the numbers are staggering.
Well, just based on the amount of complaints I've been seeing about people who are having problems with customs, it seems that a lot of people
are shopping
online.
Yeah.